Palm Mute Maniac here. This is Let's Play, I think, 13, maybe 14, who knows. I should look before I record these videos. I'm just enjoying my signs right now, guys. In the last video, we went across much of the map and put signs pretty much everywhere. And now I kind of get a better sense of where things are. And it's going to help us long term. I'm going to be adding more and more signs as we explore the map, but I think overall I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing. We played most of the game with only 2 signs, so that's not good. In the process of doing some best I can, efficient generation of resources, so let me get that going. In today's video, we're actually continuing our preparation to take on the statue. We need lots of healing items. We need a ton of stuff. Let me see. I know I have a fertilizer bag. I just don't think I moved it over here. Hello, fertilizer bag. Where did I put it? And it was here the whole time. Alright, so we're just going to be planting some more clovers. I do have an efficiency series that I am starting or have started where I kind of go over like why I'm doing all this stuff and why these are up on scaffoldings, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Just know that this is going to be helpful. I put a little bit of clovers in to get a lot of clover. Oh, I didn't hit Q. You have to hit Q. It has to be click, click, Q. Click, 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 you escape. Click, click, Q, escape. Alright. Click, click, Q, escape. Click, click. Hello? Oh, it's already growing. Very cool. So yeah, the scaffolding is quite nice. You can walk underneath of your plants. This is ready. This is ready. This one is ready for more clovers. And this is ready. So I'll get those harvests in a little bit. So right now we have a ton of chocolate chunks. So that's going to be key. We need to craft a trinket for dealing with orc stuff, which is actually easy. It's right here. And we actually have everything we need. We've been killing praying mantises like crazy. So that combined with the spear is going to be nice. Another thing we could have done is we could probably still do it. Is have our buggy take point with the bow. So I have 2 choices, right? I could go into the mutations here. And so this is what I'm picturing. What you might not know is there's a tunnel here and there's a tunnel here. And both of those go into this area. This area is a maze of tons and tons and tons of ORC mind control bugs. Then when you go into the inner area here, there are tons and tons and tons of like buffed mid-game, like I wouldn't call them like, they're boss scorpions, basically. They're like mini boss scorpions. Then over here, there is a mini boss praying mantis. When you get to the statue, there's like 5 or 6 floors of a base that you cannot bring your buggy. You have to go in by yourself and fight your way up. There is a cockroach mini boss. Then there is this woman with a fire sword who does sizzle damage, and then you have to fight a beefed up, or in this case, yoked up wolf spider. If you can, you have to kind of survive all that in multiple trips, but I'd like to do all of this in one trip. So what that basically means is I need lots and lots of healing items. I would need both. I probably do need to build this. So we'll build this. We'll throw this in the Buggy's inventory. And what I have to remember is when I get to the ladder to go into the statue, we're going to switch to sword shield mode. So we'll use bow. So here, I think here's the plan. We're going to use bow and pheromone shot. Yeah, bow and pheromone shot, along with the Buggy trinket, which generates threat on the Buggy, which I don't know if I made this yet. I think I might have. Let me check my trinket box to make sure I don't waste tarantula parts. I didn't make it. All right, guys. So that's gonna be what we do, and we're gonna miss out on. Yeah. This is okay. We made it. It's fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna primary the bow. I have enough to make a lot of these giant arrows now, and so we're going to have our Buggy be our tank at this point with the blistering boiler. When we do damage with the pheromones, right here, perfect bow shots increase Buggy damage and fret. And then perfect bow shots enrage nearby Buggies, dealing bonus damage. And then Buggies will greatly draw ire from foes while enraged by pheromone shot. So do perfect bow shots, and then all the threat goes onto the Buggy. Now, the only thing that sucks is Buggy does not have a lot of HP. But, well, maybe he will get healed when he bites. Buggies will block also, so we're going to use that throughout this entire area. Buggy's going to be our man, and when we have to switch out, we'll switch to the other side, especially with these freaking scorpions in here. They're spaced out enough where we can take them out one at a time. Then we get in here, what we're going to do is we will switch from the bow and arrow. I will take the electric shock capacitor, switch to the spear and shield tactic, and run through. It also means that I might want to pick an armor. It might be the cockroach armor, maybe. I want something that has the highest defense. Actually, no. Do I really do this? Well, no. Alright, we need sizzle defense. And lucky for us, we have an insane amount of sizzle protection. This will help us against the fire sword. So we'll drop 2 of these on the Buggy as well. So when we are about to go in there, I'll grab these 2. We will have some defense against the girl has that we fight at the top, has that cuts the 2-handed fire-katana. So she's going to be doing a significant amount of fire damage to us, and we're going to have to basically dash around and dodge all of her stuff. We want hyper stamina, so while off camera I did farm a bunch of this. Hyper stamina is going to be really important for us, and we have lots of chunks because we're going to be dodging a lot. So we're going to craft about 20 of these. Actually, we're going to craft all damn 30 of these. So now we have these green machines, which I am also going to throw on Senor Buggy. So we're doing pretty good there. So I'll use the workers' comp as the ones that I'm going to use outside of that fight. And so now we're slowly getting up to that point. I'm going to throw these other trinkets back in the trinket bucket. I'm not going to bring them in. And we don't need the fire for that fight as well. I think we're doing pretty good. So I can't hot deposit, or can I? Can I hot deposit right now? Yeah, I think we're okay. We will hot deposit. No, I lost the mint shards. It takes them out of the Buggy. So that is something that you have to remember. Alright, so the trinket's still here. The candy's still here. I want to have probably more giant arrows. Maybe... Where am I going? How many more of these giant arrows can I make? I can make a lot more. So we're going to craft... That gives us 100. Now this, I think 1 makes 5? I don't know. Let's craft 1. Okay, so we do get 5 venom arrows, right? Am I crazy, or is it just 1? Hold on. Did I not make 1? Craft? Okay, 5 great arrows crafted. Okay, so honestly, let's just craft all of these. We have plenty of scorpion venom. So there. Now we have a decent amount. We have 45 venom arrows, which we're going to save for probably a couple bigger boss fights. Then we have some regular arrows. We'll use regular arrows most of the time. This gives you higher crit chance. Our bow is interesting. I probably want to do ambush. I'll switch to chill resistance, but we'll do ambush throughout this whole area because I should be able to crouch and get that good ambush, and we will be trying to go after weak spots the best we can. So the last thing is, which armor is going to be good for the fight? I will have a spear. So which armor is good? It's not... So praying mantis... we're not doing that. I'm looking at defense, right? Like, which... The snail defense would be great, but I don't have any of these garden snail things. I would have to go crazy looking for them. I guess it comes down to the... Is it the praying mantis? It gives you gas guard, which I don't think matters to us. What else does the praying mantis give you? Critical haste. Have a chance to increase attack speed. So is it... Now, there's a lot of defense on the praying mantis gear. I think I'm going to try making the praying mantis gear. And the praying mantis mask. Alright. Let's throw the praying mantis gear over here. And let's have a look at it. It looks like almost like the fire resistant gear, the antlion armor from number 1. We'll swap equips. Let's look at the... Okay, so it gives you critical recovery. Critical hits recover health over time. Critical haste, gas guard, and rogue armor. Your final hit in your 3-hit combo has increased critical hit chance. So, like, this would be potentially what I would bring with me into the fight. I don't know. That set bonus is okay. Is there any trinket that gives you increased critical hit? I know that there's a smoothie that gives you increased critical hit. No, actually, it's bees. It's the bees' food. Maccabees, critical hit chance. So this is going to be what we eat right before we fight the girl in the fight. Okay. So then it becomes, which trinket are we going to use when we fight the girl? And I think it might be the suspicious mint. It would just add a flat 15 damage per stab with this. So I think that is the key, right? All right, so that means that the buggy is going to hold that as well.
A splendid creature.
We might be able to run this today. Let me also get a lot more healing items attached. We're gonna do a we have a lot of sap. We've been planning this for many moons. I'm gonna go for 50. Actually, we're gonna go 60 bandages. And I do have so these workers comps I use for like cheap healing. I do have green machine using the chunks. Those are going to be like my big healing, but probably want to use, if I wasn't like trying to rush this, I could. This does sizzle reduction, but I'm never going to get these nectars, dude. Yeah, if I went out and hunted a bunch of orb weavers, I could probably do liquid rage. I do have, without crafting anything else, I do have some liquid rage in here. Don't I? Well, I do have, so this could be the fight with the ridiculous wolf spider, right? Because this gives me anti-venom, which is going to be important. Yeah, so I need like 10. Well, he has 30 on him. That's a lot. We'll also drop this. So then I'll just use I'll just rely on Workman's Comp, like cheapo, easy to make smoothies for just getting us to where we need to be. I think that's kind of be the play, right? I can make another 5, so I'll use these. Okay, there's 5, and this thing does max stamina, but it's a pain to make, so we're not going to make it. Okay, I'm just going to take all the freaking healing items that I have, including this guy, and I guess we'll take this too. Okay. This is the good workman's comp. So this will be, I need a lot of healing. This will be, I need a little bit of healing. This will be, I'm healing between fights. We are going to swap to this. And of course we have this. I don't need these arrows. We do have some tufts. Guys, I think we are ready. We're gonna beeline it and try to roll this whole freaking area. It's gonna be pretty intense. So we will start by getting our buffs from the scorpion bed. By the way, I have not built the spike trap. So in this game, if you do not do the main quest, build the spike trap, you do not have to fight hordes of enemies. I have not been attacked one time. So, design or bug? I guess we'll hang on to it. Alright, we're dropping this. We're gonna drink a bunch of water.
Nothing like H2O.
We're gonna eat some cheap food, and we'll bring some mac and bees with us. Going to bring multiple foods. We do have attack stamina. We can use this to get through a lot of the stuff. And venom resistance for when we fight the scorpions. And mac and bees will be our main boss fight. I don't think I'm picking anything up. I'm not going to loot anything off of these scorpions. Well, I could use more venom. Alright, we might loot the scorpions, at the very least. So, we have caterpillar roast, we'll eat that. And that's going to be what gets us there. And that's it, guys. This is going to be an ordeal. Getting there, getting to where we need to go, is... We're going to fight so much crap. It's going to be insane. And what I also almost did was I need to bring the bee suit with us. Okay, so it'll be, we will manually swap suits once we go into once we get in there.
Skeleton activated.
So it's bees and bow and arrow with Buggy threat. And then once we're actually in the place, we will switch to Mantis. And it will be spear shields. It's going to be what we do. So we are running away from everything. We do not want to waste any healing items on the way there. So how do we get there? Okay, well, it's simple. You get to the big old robot. The robot's going to bring you to the brick path. The brick path that is built by somebody who didn't know how to lay down brick paths. And we're going to take the brick path past the wolf spider podium. We are being attacked by everything. And that is big. Got a lot of ladybugs over here, man. Past the feather spawn. Not today, guys. We're gonna go actually end the story so I can get my spider mouth. Okay, so once we're way over here, we're gonna keep going until we get to this flat wall. Once you get to the flat wall, you can go left or right. I prefer the left. And over here... Wow, there's another feather spawn over here. I'll remember that for when we do more signs. You get over here, and this is how you get in there. So there are problems in here. That's our first orc. And with ambush, we can one-shot the larva. And I just want my arrows back. I guess I'm picking things up. I'm already breaking the first rule of Fight Club. We're going in here in the dark because I cannot hold a torch. There is a stink bug boss right here.
This counts as research.
That's Major Diesel. Apparently I killed him twice. Or I killed stink bugs twice. So we're going... he found us. And Major Diesel is bugged. He creates that red fart spray. But we can just kill him from over here. And then we'll just wait. Let it go away. That is an obvious bug. I don't know why they made it that way. This should be like a stink bug fight down here. Especially a mini boss stink bug fight down here would be awful. Would be awful. So apparently you can't get through this way. There's actually, I think I have to blow up a hole in the wall or something. And this is why having a torch would be good. So we're gonna have to put the damn torch in 4. And I need to see this. It took me a minute to find it. And this is going to take us over here. So we're going to switch back to this. We are at the engagement ring. And there's going to be tons of orc stuff here. Where is my tank? Hello, tank. You shouldn't just be sitting here.
Part of the colony.
I guess it's going to be hop off and shoot an arrow, but we want to ambush most of the stuff that's over here. There's a... I am confused why there would be any resources here. I'm going to ignore it. Oh, there is a orc guy. I didn't get the perfect arrow shot, so we shot to them. We shot down. It's on purpose here. So I like that the threat is on the buggy and not me. That is nice. It is a orc bombard beetle, which means I think I get
This
to
counts
keep
as
him.
research, right?
No, I think I might bought him already. Now, it sucks I won't be able to get my arrows back from up there. Wow, he's still eating my arrows. Super annoying. Let's see if I can get up there and get them. I do have 100 arrows, or at least I started with. So you can kind of see how the developers did this. You got the ambush. But developers have a long way to go. Where's my crosshair? It's like fading in and out. There it is. This giant arrow is pretty strong, though. The weak spot of the bombard beetle is the butt, but we can't seem to get the butt, so we have to. He's looking at us. So, we got stuff. Gonna have to start putting stuff in here. I should have dropped this before I came in here. And I just want to throw this on the ground. Alright. I just want my arrows back. That's pretty much it. There's arrows in him, unfortunately. There is a ramp that takes you up on this wall. Okay. So, we're going to do an ambush shot. No problems. I'm gonna try to ignore these bombards. Wow, I can't ignore it. I can't ignore the bombards. Okay, first of 61, and I can't see where they are. He's right here. He missed. So I have to kill him. But I can't kill him. Alright, we're gonna just run with the buggy at this point.
Way to get around.
Pick up my arrow. We've already avoided. Okay. Sounds good. We got this guy. This isn't even the hard part, guys. This is like, you know, when I first played this, I pretty much ran past these guys. And problems. And now that... Well, my buggy is supposed to be taking the aggro. Okay, there it is. It's a little delayed. It's interesting, for sure. Get my arrow. We're working our way downtown. We have ambush. And with ambush, red soldier ants go down pretty easy. So we're going this way. We have 2 bombard beetles through here. I think we're just going to run. I don't think that Buggy... Okay, Buggy doesn't know how to get through this. We're just going to run through this. It's just too much stuff. Okay. So this is like Brittle Marble. I wasn't going to farm anything, but, you know... It's not like I even need this anymore. I'm not making any more weapons, and all my weapons are maxed, but that's a bee. It's not an orc bee, right? It's a regular old bee. Not a huge deal. That appears to be an orc larva that I shot by accident. I was going to ambush it, but... I mean, technically I am ambushing it, I just didn't get the charge shot. So, my ambush is level 2 now?
Part of the colony.
That's cool. One benefit to all this madness. There is a Mantis over here. I think it's here. Alright, we are in the scorpion area, so we're going to eat the scorpion food.
Entomophagy is better at this.
And we're going to heal. And we're going to be very careful. ambush. Ambush shot. There is... Oh, I missed it. It's right there. Hi! My soldier ant is just enraged. I think when he's enraged, he attacks everything. So... Oh my... That was a mistake. Okay. There's our first one. Now their stinger is their weak spot. So far, this has been a lot easier than the first time I had to do this. First time it was like nuts. Okay, there's a tooth here. What I really want is healing items to do more healing. We have, not that, I thought that was an underground hidden item. Okay, so we're gonna go in and give myself a healing buff. And be fine. Lots of arrows. There's an arrow up there. So we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna ride Mr. Buggy so we can get over this thing right here. And there's a couple of boss scorpions, I think. There's one for sure. Okay, and there's stuff. There's an obby up there. I'm gonna turn off my my signs. Buggy is drunk. I need you not to be drunk. Slowly. Let's do a game save. Just haven't saved in a while. Looking. Yeah, I know where there's a base here. Going. We will come back here and loot the flowers and all this other stuff. We are looking for Dr. Friend Face. Got him. He should be attacking my Buggy, not me, in theory. If my Buggy exists. I stopped his interruption. I interrupted his animation. Where the hell is Buggy? He just abandoned me. Alright. Well, the arrow is so good that I don't even freaking need the Buggy, dude. That was like crazy amount of damage. Especially we got the weak point twice. It's pretty solid. Alright, I think we ride Buggy until we find the next fight here. There it is. So, we're going to go ahead. And that's Captain Nitro, which is the mini-boss. And he is supposed to be aggroing on the Buggy, guys, but he is not. Not even a little bit. He is on me for sure. And we stunned him because these arrows are so good. Yeah, definitely try to beat Axel first, man. This bow is crazy strong. I'm not sure if the trinket with the Buggy aggro is working the way I anticipated it to. We're not getting anywhere with it. So, it's quite sad face. It's just they're not actually aggroing, I guess, the Buggy as much as they should. But maybe, like, the Buggy has to... I don't know. We'll see. Is it the mutation that's the problem? I have to hit them with a charge shot? Perfect bow shots increase Buggy damage and threat. Okay, well, I'm hitting them with perfect shots, I think. There is... another.
This is not a good place to bring a Buggy.
We skipped that other scorpion fight. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. The only thing is, I'm supposed to switch now that I'm in here. Actually, no, I'm not. I actually don't think I need that because we go back on the buggy again. So we will stick with the bow and arrow for now. I don't need buggy threat though, so we will switch back to needle, which is on the damn buggy side face. Yeah, that sucks. It's on him for sure. Oh, this would have been nice. Alright, now that we're in here, I'm going to end the video here, and in the next one, we will continue forth.